Hey everyone, this is Frugal Panda here with a quick updated review of the Lectric X Premium. I know it's been a minute since I put out a video in regard to Lectric X Premium. As everyone knows, I also picked up another e-bike, so I've been messing around with that a lot. But also, I live in Colorado, and the weather has not. It's been very bipolar, as they say here in Colorado. So the day it was nice, you're like, okay, I'll film something the next day. It's snowing. That's Colorado for you. Anyway, Lectric X Premium. It's a dual battery e-bike. Weighs around 80, 85 pounds, I would say. 83 to 85 pounds. It's a very heavy bike. It's a mid-drive bike, which means you have to switch in between the gears, just like you would a regular bicycle. So that's going to be one of your main differences between it and a hub-driven bike. Where a hub-driven, you can leave it in the highest gear and just keep riding. It's no big deal. It depends on what you're really using a bike for. Now, mid-drive bike is going to be, of course, a lot of times better off-road, just because it's a lot harder to lose control because it's going to feel more natural like a regular bike versus a hub drive that might get out from under you, take off on you. And also a mid-drive a lot of times will be better on hills. That's neither here nor there, though, depending on the power that the hub drive is making in comparison to a mid-drive, which is better on hills. But a pretty powerful hub drive motor is not gonna you're not gonna have any problems getting up hills. So that's neither here nor there. Mid-drive bikes are excellent for mountain bikes, especially people that like to do a lot of off-roading. Mid-drives are not very good for people who do commuting. Don't let people tell you that it is, because it is not. Now, if you're in hilly areas and you have a wimpy hub drive motor, you're going to have problems. Versus a mid-drive, which will do better going up a hill. But if you got a 1,000-watt motor in your hub drive e-bike, it's going to do better. One of the things I really like about this bike, this Lectric X Premium, is the hydraulic brakes. Now, as with a lot of e-bikes I've had, their brakes are kind of crappy, the mechanical ones, in regards to always having to adjust them. I haven't had to do anything to this bike's brakes, so that's definitely a win-win with this bike. Now, the day that I'm actually riding, this is going to be in April 2023. This is still winter. It's technically April, or this might have been the last part of March, but it ended up being a 62, 63 degree day. So I said, oh no, I got to pull one of these bikes out and take off. I take this bike not because I really like a mid-drive bike, but I like it has the dual batteries. So I don't have to worry about I've never had a bike, honestly, run out of juice on me, run out of battery power, but guarantee with this bike, I'm not. As you know, I don't just talk the talk. I've taken this bike with me when I went on my Pacific Northwest trip, and I rode it all over from Seattle, um, Portland, Oregon, different parts, Eugene, different. So I have tested this bike. This isn't a bike that's just, say, ridden around Aurora Reservoir, and that's about it. So I have. I don't take the bike with me a lot because it is a heavy bike, and that's not to say really much. If I really wanted to, I could take the batteries out. So that's not really the biggest deal. But taking this, even mid-drive or hub drive, it has two batteries. No problems. I think my only real pet peeve with this bike, we know it's heavy. Yes, of course, it's got two batteries. It's just a heavy bike. It's a very sturdy bike. I think my real only pet peeve is I wish the throttle was better. I can deal with a mid-drive. Mid-drive's not a big deal, but having to always switch to the gears to get in the correct get it correct for the throttle to work fairly decent. It gets kind of irritating. But it is what it is. It's not as big a deal. My next bike, more than likely, unless I get a sponsored bike, is more than likely going to be an Lectric XP Lite as another backup bike. I got to hurry up and get this little tiny updated review and just talking about the Lectric XP done, because I actually got something new I got to review that's electronic. It's not an e-bike, though. So I got to review it. So I got to get all this footage off of here. Still, after I've had all this time, I've ridden all over the United States. Would I get one again? That's questionable. Would I get the Lectric XP 3.0? I would. If I knew it was coming out after this, I would have not have got the Lectric X Premium. Trust me on that. I would have got the long range 3.0. It is what it is. It's not a big deal. You learn. I got two other bikes. It's not a big deal. It's easy for me to switch through. The Zenroll I'm also digging because it's a good transportation bike, because it's still got 500 watts. It can do 32 to 34 miles an hour. It has decent range, but it can take the Lectric XP's batteries. They'll fit in here in the Zenroll, and it only weighs 50 some pounds if I remember right. So, and it's been fine. The Lectric X Premium, it's been a rock star. I only had a problem with my XP the first time when I had my controller burn out, but after that, it was fine. It was a rock star too. So I'm not really too concerned about the Lectric. This one sooner or later will go. I will get rid of it. Not because I think it's a bad bike or anything like that. No, because I want a lighter bike to go with my other bikes. And that's just how it is. So it's not really that big of a deal. And I also want another hub drive with a longer range. And I may not actually get another hub drive with a longer range. I may take the Zen roll and just get a secondary battery. You know what I mean? And just have two batteries and call it a day. Um, or I talk all this. The old warrior, he's now our he or she, whatever you want to call it, is the old warrior, the Rad Mini. That's still a rock star. That thing's still going great. Excellent bike, good quality for what it is. A little higher than a budget bike. Now, with this bike, Lectric XP, X Premium, excuse me, just be aware this bike does weigh 83 pounds. It is a heavy bike. Do not think it isn't. Folding, you'll say, well, it's a folding bike. Yeah, it's an 83-pound or so folding bike. So it's not fun to fold. It's not fun to lift into your car. So just use common sense with it. Don't throw your back out or anything with this bike. Don't let people sell you unicorns and rainbows on this bike either. It's not that. It's not that guy, as that meme goes. It's a decent bike. It's what you use it for and what you decide to do it. You want to do with it. It is not going to take any car off the line. Do not let nobody tell you that unless you want a shower. People that get on I'll usually just delete them because they're lying a lot of times. And I've been in cities, and I can tell you right away, there's no surprising a car off the line with this bike. Trust me. Now, I've surprised people with the Lectric XP, the 1.0 off the line, like, before they know it, I'm going 25, and people start looking at it. He's going, especially when e-bikes really started, people really started noticing them. They're like, man, he's doing for 25 miles an hour. This ain't that bike because you got to go through the gears. And if you're trying to go too quick, you got to be careful. Your feet might slip off the pedals and stuff like that, or you might, it's just stuff like that. Quality wise, it is a really good bike, I think, for what it is for a budget bike. This is what you want to use it for. Just think about it. I think this Midrive would have been excellent in like a little, actually like a 21 speed or something, a lighter bike. I think this would have been great. I would have loved it. And like, if you see some of my old videos, I had an e-bike a company sent me. I ended up getting rid of it. I just didn't need it. It had a 250-watt motor, and it was a hub drive. If it had a mid-drive in it, that bike would have been excellent. Plus, it weighed not that much. Anyway, this was on the Lectric XP Premium. Wanted to get it out, check it out. I want to thank everyone for watching. Do your research on your e-bikes, decide what you need, how it's going to work with you. Everyone, thanks for watching. This is Frugal Panda. Hey, have a good day. Get out there. That weather's starting to turn great out here. Colorado and other places to go through the four seasons. Get outside. Have a good day. Frugal Panda is out.